What's going on, people? Look like my camera show up good. Yeah, I think that's crazy. Yeah, hold on. Let me. Testing. Okay. Hey, I just wanted to make sure that I was in here good. I'm in the game and that. Mm, I've been not taking no chance right there. So look it off into hold on, I'll be right there, y'all. I'm gonna go on to that particular YouTube channel and I'm going to test and see if I can like hear myself. Okay, I see I'm here right here. Yeah. What's going on? Okay. Let's do this and see what happens. Let's do this and see what happens. Let's do this and see what happens. Go back on my first account. Yeah. So I had to. Yeah. Now this is a challenge that I'm supposed to be doing. The curses. I mean, talking about the curses in Deuteronomy, but I don't deserve to be talking on it right now because I haven't been doing no research and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Haven't been doing, but right now I'm into the tribes, the different tribes, like the 18 nations in the Bible. Yeah, I'm definitely into that. Joshua chapter 13 and verses, let's start at 15. Joshua chapter 13, verse 15. And Moses gave unto the tribe of the children of Reuben inheritance according to their families. Okay, now this is talking about going into your inheritance is your identity, your culture, you know what I'm saying? What you your original, you know what I'm saying? Like what was you called or what was like a language, that's a culture, that's an inheritance. Your inheritance mean like your language, your name, your nationality, and your everything, everything about you, your traits, your character traits, your have what you like to eat, like your traditions and stuff. like your biblical traditions and stuff like that. So this is part of what Moses was dealing with here, you know. And I just wanted to put something out because I really missed from actually studying like I should. But let's read this here. And Moses gave unto the tribe of the children of Reuben inheritance according to their families and their coasts from Aaron that is on the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain by Medeba and Heshbon, and all her cattle, all her cities that are in the plain, Dibon and Baal, Baal Mo, Baal, Beth Moab, excuse me, Beth Moabel and Beth Baal Meon, Beth Baal Meon, and Jehazer and Kiddemoth and Methtair and Kidjet and Submath and Zach Rashihar in the mountain of the valley, and Baal Peor and Ashdod Pisgah. These are some hard work. Ashdod Pisgah and Beth Jeshemoth and all the cities of the plain and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes of Midia and Evi and Rakim and Zor and Har and Rebad, which were dukes of Sihon, dwelt in the country, and Balaam also and the son of Berah, the the soothsayers did the children of Israel slay with the sword amongst them that were slain by them. Okay, let's go on. And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, J- Jordan, and the border thereof. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben. These were the 12 tribes of Israel after their families, and the cities and the villages thereof. And Moses gave an inheritance unto the tribe of Gad. That would be the Native American Indians, even unto the children of Gad, according to their families. Now, if you go to when we look at the Gad, let's go and let's look. Let's go to Lamentation. Hold on. Let's go to that. I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm gonna have to hold my camera like that. Okay, Gad. This is Lamentation chapter 5 and verses 10. It says, "Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine." That's right. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. That's Lamentation 5 and verse 10. Then you go back to the scripture right here. It says, and Moses um, gave an inheritance unto the tribe of Gad, even unto the children of Gad, according to their families. And their coast was Zachar, and all the cities of Gilead, and half of the land of the children, and Ammon unto Aaron, that is before Rahab. Okay, on the coast, when they talk about, like, if you think about the north coast, the west coast, These were areas where the different locations see that the Israelites was dropped off, the slaves was dropped off in different locations in different parts of the world, which would mean the same thing that I just said, different locations and stuff, doing slavery and stuff. But they didn't just scatter, the people wasn't just scattered into, they didn't just go to Africa. They dropped our people off everywhere. They went to the west. Supposedly, they had went to the west coast of Africa and went over there and colonized South Africa, West Africa, and bought a lot of our people, the slaves over here, in like supposedly been 1619. You see what I'm saying? Now I might be kind of off with that because I've been hearing so much. That's why I'm trying to do a lot of more research to come up with some things. You see what I'm saying? Because we deal with a lot. We have to depend upon nurses, doctors, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Going to the doctors and stuff. Those are things that is a curse. We have to go and buy water and all that kind of stuff. It's just we're under so much pressure. And then you have to sit around day to day waiting for a better day. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many things, man. It says, and from Heshbon unto Ramat, Mizpach, Matpath, and Bet Omen, and from Mahatnaim unto the border of Debar, or Debar. Some of these words are very solid. In the valley of Beth Ram and Beth Ram, Beth Naram and Soko and Zophon and the rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Heshbon, of Jordan, and his border, even unto the edge of the sea of Cheneret, on the other side of Jordan, eastward. This is the inheritance of the children of Gad after their families, and the cities of their villages, and the cities and their villages. And Moses gave an inheritance and unto the half tribe of Manasseh. Manasseh, that's the 12 tribes of Israel too. And this was the portion of the half tribe of Manasseh, half tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families and their coasts. Okay, so you got north, south, east, and west. You got the north coast, the east coast, and the west coast. It says in their coast was from the Mahanaim and all Bashan, all the kingdom, all king of Bashan, and all the towns of Jethriah, which are in Bashan, 60 cities, and half Gilead, and Ashtaroth. Ashtaroth, they say that, I think they say that was like an Easter, god of Easter. Let's look, let's see if we can, let me see if we can kind of like, what is the definition of Ashtaroth according to the Bible?
According to encyclopedia.com, Ashtoreth is the preeminent goddess in the Bible, and the plural Ashtaroth is a generic term for goddesses, used together with Baal, as a collective term for illicit worship, e.g., Judge 2:13, Baal and Ashtaroth, Sam.
Yeah. It's some kind of god, but it's like a false god. Ashtaroth is in the prominent goddess in the Bible, and the plural means more than one god. Ashtaroth in a genetic term for goddess used together with Baal as a collective term for illicit worship. Illicit is like foul, illicit worship. And Judges 2 and 13, Baal and Ashtaroth. First Samuel chapter 7 and verse 3, strange gods and Ashtaroth. Okay, strange gods would be gods that is not of the true God. It's a definition of strange gods would be gods, evil gods. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at illicit. According to the Bible, what is the definition of illicit?
According to definitions.net, illicit verb, to evoke, edges, emotions, feelings, responses, etc., to generate, obtain, or...
Okay. What is the biblical definition of illicit relationship? Okay. It isn't okay, yeah, that's right. I see it. And I remember reading it years ago. It is adultery if you are not married, but the other person is. What does the Bible say about sleeping with another man's wife? That's an illicit. Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. That's right. That means, that's simple. We shouldn't be doing that. So, people know right. We all know right from wrong. If I see a man and his wife, I automatically know that shit is wrong. You know what I'm saying? We automatically know. We don't have to go around and be like, well, I learned that sleeping with another man's wife is not right, because we naturally by nature know that's not cool. We already know that that's wicked as hell is to do that. Why is okay? What does the Bible say about the adulterous man? Okay. We already know illicit sex harms the body. Yeah, that's true. Why is sexual sin? Why this thing popped up here like this? Why is sexual sin singled out as uniquely damaging to the body in a way that other physical actions are not? Abstain, abuse, glittery, cutting, these are all harmful acts to the body, but they do not do what sexual misconduct does. According to Paul, typical responses from studies to explain this exceptions are that sex involves the whole person, or maybe because it involves someone else. The same could be said for illegal drugs use. So there must be something more, a theological of the human body, indicating that the purpose of the body is for a relationship with God, creating and other people. The body is our bridge to create reality. Though the body was not vulnerable to pain and threat, and through the body we communicate, response, work, and experience life in the world. Sexual misconduct of the sort that Paul rebukes at Corinth, where the men were going to to tempt going to the temple, prostitution somehow violates and damages the body in a way that other actions do not. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to be reading that wrong. Consequences of adultery in the Bible. The basis for punishment of stoning specifically for adultery is clearly provided in Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 10 through 12, which reads, if a man commits adultery with another man's wife, even with the wife of his neighbor, both the adulteress and the adulteress must be put to death. That's the judgment that you'll get. He said, don't sleep with another man's wife. And, you know, this is clear. This is plain and clear, man. What does the Bible say about, like, and this goes into, if I say I love my brother or I love my sister or something like that, then I won't defile them like that. It's just simple as that. Let me show you. Matter of fact, let's get that. And I'm actually reading this here. I'm not telling y'all nothing that I'm not trying to do myself. You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all nothing. If I'm sitting up here saying these things and I'm not really living it, I promise you, I will get on camera and I will say, look, I'm not living this here. And I apologize for speaking these things on camera and I'm not living, because I want to go to the streets with this. I'm going to the streets with this. I might take and upload this on my Hebrew channel too. After I'm done recording this, yeah, I think that's what I do. Let me show y'all, to add to everything that I just read. This is how we will know. Let's go there. Let's 1 John. I think it's right after Peter. I think it is. I think I went. Yeah, here we go. The Bible says, if I say that I care about my brother, I just can't, or my sister, and things of that nature, then I'm not going to defile my brother, my sister. I'm not going to try to force my sister is to do something that she don't want to do. I'm not going to force a brother to do something that he that's against his purpose or something like that. You know, like, for example, if my brother tell me, don't come to my house, and even though, if, let's say, if I did do something wrong and I came to the brother and I said, man, I'm sorry about what I've done, and he said, I don't want your apology. The best way you can tell me you sorry, just stay away from my house. Now, it may bother me, it may put something up on me, and it will be kind of hurtful or what. I'm just making examples of just showing. And if he tell me, he said, well, if you love me, you'll stay away from my house. If you really truly care about me, you won't come here. You'll do like I asked you to do. Don't come here like that. You know, and I'd be like, okay, it's a hurtful thing, I'll leave. All right. You know, or I can just say, you know, like, I make an apology for stealing that from you. I just want to just, well, don't just tell me, just leave, get away. All right, brother, I love you. Anything that I can do, that's real love. And if I'm saying all those things with my mouth, if I'm saying them out, you see what I'm saying? And I'm telling my brother or my sister, I'm sorry that I won't do that no more. I won't do this and I won't do that. Because that's one thing about me. If I do, you know, when I do something wrong, even if I'm not aware of it or whatever, somebody comes and say, man, you did something wrong. You may not realize you did something wrong. You bother me. That what you said, you offended me, and I didn't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? If they come say, man, you know, I need to talk to you. You said some things that my daughter was very offensive over, or you said some things that my son was offensive. I appreciate if you don't disrespect you might not realize it, that you disrespected my son or my daughter, or you disrespected my children or whatever, just for righteousness' sake. Can you apologize for the disrespect that you did? And I just said, well, for righteousness and for the sake of peace, I'll do that, or something like that. Now, if I'm saying that with my mouth, here's how to tell that. Look what it said, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of God, because many false prophets are going out into the world. Okay, now when it says believe not every spirit, you just can't believe what people say. You can't just believe in something, but you got to test it with the spirit. You got to test it, prove people, prove that even if it's me, prove me. Hold on, wait a minute. This thing is, y'all can't see it, but it's like it's frozen. Yeah, it should unfreeze in a minute. Hold on. I'm not, it don't look like it to y'all on my end, but my picture is froze to me. Yeah. I figured I'd get it. Okay. Y'all probably didn't see it, but I did. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are. Now notice, now listen to the first part. Beloved, believe not every spirit. Don't believe every spirit. You see what I'm saying? Every spirit is not from the Most High God. Everything that people say, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. You got to test these things. That's why when people come up and say different things like, oh, well, look at this man here on TV. Oh, he telling, oh, he just here. Oh, look at this preacher, this minister, or whatever. You got to test all of that. Even what I say has got to be tested. Now let's go to the next one. I'm kind of jumping the gun here. The Bible says in 1 John 5:3, this is about the adulterous part that we was talking about earlier. Yeah, verse 3, it said, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. It says the love of God. This is how you know that people really love God. Look at this here. It said the basis for punishment of stoning specifically for adultery is clearly provided in Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 10 through 12, which read, if a man commits adultery with another man's wife, even with the wife of his neighbor, both the adulteress and adulteress must be put to death. That's the judgment that you'll get. That means anything that you do is a judgment. So even while I'm sitting here reading that, as I'm reading this here, I'm sitting here meditating as if I'm really in that moment. Or I try to put myself in a position to where I'm not just reading it just for a good bedtime story, but I'm reading it trying to you want to pick up the vibe. You see what I'm saying? You want to be able to pick the vibe of where you want to be able to I know that's real. You know what I mean? Because I picked the vibe up. That's what you want. You don't want nothing that's gonna make you feel good. I'm not trying to say nothing to make nobody feel good, and I'm not telling you nothing that I'm not living myself. I am living that part. If I wasn't trying to live up to this part, I wouldn't be sitting here trying to record it and read it on camera. I'm reading it. The purpose of me reading it and talking about it is to be able to help somebody else out there. Now, I want the same energy that I got in my house reading this here. I want to have that same energy when I go to the streets. When I take my ass to the streets, I want to have the same energy that I have in here. I want to have that same energy when I stand up to them people out there on the streets and do everything I can is to wake my the main thing is to make sure that I'm living this life and that I'm keeping the same energy that I got in my house. Just like you see me speaking now, that's what I got. I want to learn how to go out there and speak out there in the streets and stand boldly in the face of my enemies and tell my enemies what's up and the judgment that's going to come to them for the things that they did to my people. That's what I'm doing, because this ain't sitting in my house up in here talking on my camera ain't shit. The most, unless, and I guess I'm just teaching my family and we practicing getting ourselves together like I'm doing and stuff. But this ain't nothing compared to standing in the bowl in the face of the enemy. So y'all pray for me as I seek to do that and get there and be an effective witness and not just be out there just talking at the side of my ass, because I don't want to be doing that. I'm serious about this thing. Yeah, hold on, give me some time. I gotta delete these websites off of this Google here. I was looking up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. I can't believe I did 30 minutes that quick. Dang. It just goes to show you time go by really fast, don't it? Damn. You know, it's crazy. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. But I was talking about the inheritance, and I think I kind of jumped the gun in this video. Y'all let me know. Comment down below and let me know if y'all feel that I jumped the gun on this thing here. So I'm just gonna name this video "Preparing is to go to the streets." Preparing is to go to the streets. Preparing myself is to go to the streets. Preparing myself is to go to the streets. So that's what my video is about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live and publish it, and then I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna download it, and I'm going to put it on the Hebrew channel. All right, see y'all later here. All right, I'm out.